How you doing?
What up? What up? Peace, people. Welcome, welcomes. Are we in a like war again and dislike war? Them niggas coming through again. You know, SANETER is a chess player. For all those who don't know, I am your host, your humble host of Shame TV East Watch. And today we will be getting it in. Today we will be getting it in, and we will be discussing before I put the rest of these videos out about your fam. Let me holla at you, bro. Let me holla at you. What up, dog man? Norma, Wax, Leonard. Who else is in the bill? I don't. Bye. Go. D Prince in the building, Assassin. What's up, Shots? Triple C, get well, baby. Now, what up, Twice? Now, on to pressing matters. Everybody knows that I gave SANETER a chance to apologize for his fuckery, a chance to make amends, to come clean and, apologize to my sister for trying to smear her name for no reason all over YouTube when she's done nothing to this nigga. For attempting to disrespect my family when I've done nothing to his family. As a matter of fact, I open SANETER's challenges to me. I don't worry about being challenged by Frank, because I know at the end of the day, what's up, Sheena? I know, what up, T? Cole? I know at the end of the day that SANETER is fucking retarded. So I don't worry about him challenging me. But when you go to the shits the way that you did, man, I'm not gonna tolerate that. So before I put the rest of these videos out about your fam and positions that they might not want to be shown all over YouTube, let me holler at you, Frank. Let me holler at you, Frank. Frank, I'm gonna need you to actually make a move towards really backing the fuck up, man. First off, I'm gonna need you to back off of all the bullshit you doing. Back off of all the award show hustling that you trying to sell, which ain't nobody buying, and I'm glad ain't nobody buying that shit. And I'm gonna need you to come back to reality, man. And the reality of this situation is I'm about to change the whole name of my page, man, for the rest of the time that I'm on YouTube. I might call this shit Shame TV Uncut, because that's how it's going to be for the rest of the time I'm up here, yo. What up, BCFC? It's going to be that's how it's going to be the rest of the time I'm up here, uncut. You got more pressing concerns right now. You got bigger problems than that other shit you dealing with. I heard today, I'm so mad, man. I'm mad that Hassan got to be weird. You know what I'm saying? Because he would have got YouTuber of the week for just the 2 little audio clips that I heard. Like, niggas is going in on your fam, SANETER. This is not worth it, man. This is not worth it, SANETER. I don't think the dignity of your family, the embarrassment that's going around when people start seeing these people, and the videos are only getting bigger and bigger. You got people taking the videos and putting them all on their Instagram like I did. You got people putting them on their Facebook like I did. Like shit like that, man. This shit is just gonna keep going on and on and on, man. SANETER is gonna keep going on and on and on. And you have to ask yourself at some point, man, is all of this shit worth this? Is it worth it, Sarnetta? One simple apology, is that worth me continuing down the path that I've already started? Because I told you niggas before, you don't hit me in my face and then I hit you back in your face. Nah, I'm going to elbow you in your face, then headbutt the shit out of you, then kick you in your fucking chest. For having the audacity to punch me in the face. So that's where that's coming from. I'm going to need you to realize that Mrs. Netta and Shame TV are not done. Well, we can be done at any moment. Oh yeah, Wax. The ammo is fired, man. I got so much ammo, man. Like, I could go any way I want to go with this shit, man. What up, Tulsa? And I don't want to keep doing this shit to her, man. I don't want to keep doing this shit to you, Sarnetta. So before I put this video out with your fam, man, let me holla at you, Sarnetta. Let me holla at you, man. We need to talk, Sarnetta. We need to talk, bro. We need to find out why you chose to raise $25,000 and was able to do so in a short amount of time. But you've not raised one cent to pay back all the people who you've been bootlegging for years. Now, I'm coming right now in the spirit of Delbert Blair. He had better, D Prince, or it's going to get uglier. Because now it's not just me. Now the ancestors are behind me. Now the ancestors behind me, Wax. The ancestors is behind me, y'all. Delbert Blair said, yo, this nigga hustle my shit and ain't give me nothing. Not one copper fucking penny. Dr. Ben said, this nigga Sarnetta hustle my information. When I put in the back of the fucking DVDs, don't hustle my shit. AKA, don't bootleg my shit. Khalid Muhammad is coming. Khalid Muhammad said he's tired of you using his name, yo. Khalid Muhammad told me, yo, Sarnetta last night, Khalid came to see me. Khalid said, yo, tell this fuck nigga stop saying my name, G. Oh, of course, Shots. That's where we going next. Yo, Tony Browder called me, yo, the other night. He said, yo, Shame TV, keep your fucking foot on these niggas' necks, man. Especially Sarnetta's. I said, will do, Dr. Browder. Professor Browder. Scholar Browder. Legend. Man who dedicated his life to uncovering information and trying to package it in a way that his people would understand some of the information and give it to him, and got hustled after he asked you niggas not to hustle his shit. Ashwa Kwesi. Poor Ashwa Kwesi. This nigga even told him, fuck Ashwa. Told Ashwa Kwesi, fuck him. For that, Sarnetta, you need to apologize. We need to holler at you, man. Exactly. This nigga came in. What's up, Yolanda? This nigga came in with trying to talk about he came up with Khalid Muhammad. I seen you when you was around Khalid. I could tell by the look on Khalid's face that he had no idea what your fucking name was. And you know he didn't know what your name was. Oh, yeah, Dr. Sabi. Dr. Sabi was a quack doctor, according to Sarnetta and him. Wasn't he? Until he died. And then when he died, It was all about the Benjamins, baby. We need to holler at you, SANETER. You putting your family in a situation that they don't need to be in. Inky became the doctor. Nobody needs to be talking about putting people's fucking information out on, what's up, Nikki? Nobody needs to be talking about putting people information out on YouTube. Nobody needs to be putting people's information on YouTube. But as of right now, the ancestors have told me that you fucking deserve everything you get. And they told me to say peace and many blessings be upon the people who may get hurt in the crossfire. But one thing I do know is this. We need to holler at you, G. We really need to holler at you, man. I need to holler at you, man. The people need to holler at you. The people who are subscribed to this dude's page. What the fuck is the matter with you? Most of you dudes and sisters is from the streets anyway. You can't tell when you being hustled. Hey, Nikki Justice, Root said the number 13 don't exist. Remember, numbers don't really exist. Though they exist, they don't. Just let your mind wrap around that. But yeah, Sa, we need to holler at you, bro. Why do you think that it's gonna work with you, this bullshit you call yourself doing with Dane Calloway? Nobody's falling for that. Yo, your shit is old, man. Your shit is old. Your hustle is tired, man. We uncovered you, man. It's going on 2 years now, man. It's going on 2 years, man. Excuse me. 2 years since we found out who you really were. Like, there was whispers. I'm pretty sure he did. He gonna end up watching more when I keep going in on him, because he's a fucking opportunist, yo. And he's a coon. And there's no way I would want an individual like that representing my black manhood on no platform like that, because he gonna sell out and compromise for money with no hesitation. Like, we breathe air. He can be bought easily. Not saying the other ones can't be. I'm talking about that nigga could easily be bought. And he ain't gonna challenge shit. He's not gonna challenge any social issue, anything that happens to black people. The way Charlamagne challenges that shit, that nigga is not challenging that shit. Carsino at all. Period. Look at his platform. You won't see him saying nothing about it. He's one of them niggas like the old man that I showed y'all in the video. You know what I'm saying? When he talking about he got a Benz and some money, a little bit of money in his pocket. He can go buy expensive socks and shoes and shit like that. And to them niggas, that means something. You know what I'm saying? Which it do mean something. I'm just saying, to them, that's everything. That's life. They don't worry about the fact that, nigga, you still basically at the bottom of the totem pole in the eyes of everybody, and they treat you like that. Society treats you like that no matter where you go, no matter what kind of car you got. So you need to solve that problem. You need to collectively be with your people solving that problem. And if you have enough talent and skill to amass certain things in this society, that talent and skill needs to be directly directed to your people, period. And you know that your people are fucked up. So you should have the proper understanding to have so much talent and skill and understanding. You should be able to see that and clearly work around that shit. It's hard, it's difficult, but you got to do it, because what else are you doing? or you could sell out and just try to have heaven on earth and do nothing, and then more than likely be destined to repeat this shit. But back to SANETER. Let me holler at you, Frank. Frank, why you making me do this, man? You got people out. Yo, the nigga Hassan Campbell was on a live stream earlier, yo, just dragging the living life out of your shorty, G. You can't keep allowing this shit to go on, SANETER. You can stop this. Don't y'all want this to end? Don't everybody want this shit to end, for real? Who don't want this shit to end? I want it to end. I never wanted it to begin, to be honest with you. I didn't. I never wanted this to go down this path. I feel sullied in a little bit for having to do this. I feel like I don't. Yeah, Cole, he gotta do that because he's an arrogant prick. So he's gonna feel the need to prove you wrong or sound like he's smarter. But Carcino, again, like these dudes, man, yo, you can't play mind games with a nigga like me because you niggas not smart enough. Like you niggas might not be stupid, you might be hip to shit, but when it comes to actually articulating what it is that you're thinking, yo, I'm a master at that shit. And that's how you get to people, being able to articulate what it is that you're thinking in a manner that they comprehend what the fuck you thinking. Now y'all sharing thoughts. They understand where you coming from to a degree. And you can understand where they're coming from. He can't do shit like that because Carcino is a sellout and is he's a fucking coon. The shirts and the cups that I make for Coon, he's a coon. He's a coon. You'll never hear Carcino speaking any fucking thing about systemic racism because he right now is in a you know how some black people, or a lot of black people, not some, a lot of black people get in zones where where they're able to amass money in this culture, and it ain't a lot because the average wealth, and when you go by the wealth of this country, a black person who makes $250,000 to $300,000 a year is what is considered the top echelon, part of the top class of black people. So that's not no money. You could lose that shit in a year. Where you have the average lower class wealthy white family are all worth $1 million money. So here we go again. When you dealing with niggas like him, that it's the same thing with SANETER. All these niggas, they big fish in little ponds. Like they the type of nigga that want to be a big dog in a little yard. They want to strut around this little yard with these other dogs who may not be as big as them. But when other dogs from other neighborhoods cold roll around, they don't do none of that strutting. They be bowing down, trying to play, all of that shit. But when they dealing with you, they hardcore in the streets, they this, they that. That's why I say I don't do that. When they was talking about Jay Prince, I was like, yo, don't tell me nothing about Jay Prince and he got people scared and he know that wonderful then he needs to go have all these deputies scared so they start locking niggas up. He need to exert that energy on the police who's out here killing niggas who got cell phones because they pull their cell phone out and shit. Like Jay Prince need to go handle that then if what you're saying is true. The fuck out of here. Don't play that big fish in a little pond shit with me. Like, nigga, if you got all that power, then go handle the powerful wicked people. Why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with him? Why you fucking with her? Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to hear that shit. Trying to hear that shit. Is that my nigga Suey? What's up, G? This nigga Carcino is fucking weird when it comes to that, yo. Like I said, the brother's okay when he's talking about sports and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he cracks me up because he's completely honest when it comes to LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like, completely honest. No bias. Well, excuse me, not without bias, but completely honest. Even though the things may be biased, they're actually factual. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga don't know how to, he's not no basketball genius. He doesn't even know how to run offensive sets. Like how the fuck you gonna be a genius and you don't know how to run offensive sets? And you can't play off the ball. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? A genius means you've mastered everything about it. Meaning you could play with the ball, off the ball, whatever. Like how the fuck are you a genius and you can't, like, get out of here? So that part is official. But anything that has to do with anything real, like that shit with Drake and the blackface and shit, soon as whatever the fucking status quo excuse was, Carcino's gonna go with that. He's gonna go with that 110%. He's going to go with that shit. If you talking about fucking two black kids got shot in the street because they pulled their phone out and the white cop shot him, and the white cop got all on his fucking Instagram how much he hate niggas and Ku Klux Klan masks and shit he be wearing at Halloween parties and all that shit like that, Carcino still wouldn't care. Those kids, you know, when it's dark outside, you know, an officer, like, he'll talk like that because he's trying to make his way up in the Illuminati. He's probably not in it yet, and he wants to be because he know he'll get money, and he wants them to know he'll play ball. He don't give a fuck. That's why he'll say shit like that. People talking about people in the Illuminati. Like, dog, if you're a grown adult man and you don't realize that there are hierarchy people in this country that feel that they're hierarchy because of their money and capability that they have with that money, is why I said that. But if you don't think that these people are clandestinely meeting with one another to make sure that they stay on top and rule you, and if you don't understand that shit, dog, and I don't care about the term, you don't have to call it Illuminati, you call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm just saying, if you don't think there's groups of people who are doing that and who purposely make this shit the way that it is, that purposely made it a way that black kids get shot down in the street for virtually nothing when other races, especially European races, none of that shit happens. If you think that shit's not purposely done, but you're so smart, man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here. Like, yo, you can't be smart and stupid, nigga. You either one or the other, nigga. A woman can't be pregnant or not pregnant at the same fucking time. She either is or she isn't, nigga. You can't be standing and sitting at the same time, G. You either are standing or you're not fucking standing. That's why I say, man, I don't need 12-hour live streams to say what I gotta say, yo. I don't need to drag out this Charlemagne the God point, because the point is point blank simple, nigga. Like I said before, if I put my fingers on a fucking piece of glass, it's gonna be evidence there that I did so. So if somebody saw me do it and my fingerprints are up there because I actually did it, nigga, then I more than likely did it. If somebody's accusing me of touching the glass and I'm sitting right here and you run the whole glass and my fingerprints are nowhere on this fucking glass, nigga, probability that I didn't fucking touch the glass. It don't matter how convincing the person is that's trying to convince you that I did. This shit is fucking crazy, yo. Like, yo, I'm not a stupid Carcino. I watched your platform. Because I watched the shit for the sports shit. So I know, nigga, I heard you talk about plenty of shit. I heard, like I said, the way you drag women, nigga, stop it, nigga. You when you break up with chicks, you go right up on the live stream and talk about it. Like some people don't know who these broads are, and you don't give two left nuts about that shit. So now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you are a crusader for motherfucking you a crusader for battered women and assaulted women. Let me tell you something about Carcino. Something else that Carcino does is something called hip hop beefs and whatever. And he'll even tell you stories about Rick James as if he was standing right there. So he'll tell you all these stories, and he'll tell you that he has an inside point of view. He is very convincing when it comes to convincing you that he has an inside scoop on everything that's going on in the industry. And when I say everything, I mean from Nas to Jay-Z beef, to 50 Cent to beef, to Rick James beef with Michael Jackson, so we're going back in time, right? So you mean to tell me, Mr. Crusader for sexual assaulted people and women, you never heard of Bambaataa? You never heard of Bambaataa being a punk and molesting people? You never heard of that shit, Carsino? Come on now. Mr. Insider, why weren't you the one breaking this? You know everything. That one got by you. This dude's star, yo, you're a failed disc jockey. The reason why I know you're a, what's up, Triple CZ? The reason why I know that you're a failed disc jockey is because you're on YouTube. You wouldn't be here. When you certain people on YouTube just like having a YouTube platform so they can talk, kick it, or whatever. Certain people have YouTube platforms because they like to teach. Certain people have YouTube platforms because whatever the fuck the reason. Then you have others who are failed actor, model, rapper, etc., who jump on YouTube and look at it as a way to boost themselves back into some sort of stardom and fame, or into some period. But before we go off on all that, SANETER, I need to holler at you, bro. I really need to holler at you, G. Before I put more pictures out and more videos of your fam, let me holler at you, man. Yeah, fill in the blank. Let me holler at you. I don't think it was falling. I think it had already fallen. Nah, I take that back, yo. I take that back. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But we need to holler at you, Frank. Niggas is dragging you left and right, man. Niggas is directly going to your family right now, man. And part of that is courtesy of Derek Jones Talks Lives, man. Nah, just you. You the only hoe from Atlanta. But let me holler at you, Frank. Let me holler at you, man. What you gonna do about getting Delbert Blair and Ashwa Quasi and Khalid Muhammad's name out your mouth? Keep his name out your mouth. But what you gonna do about getting all these other brothers, Bobby Hemmett and these dudes, some bread? We see that you can raise the money. Yeah, he is shot. What up for him? Like, come on, SANETER. We know that you could raise the money. SANETER, look, I'll cut you a deal. Okay? Because I know you prideful. And I know it's hurting you. I know that shit hurt. You know it hurt just like I know it hurt. So let's be honest with ourselves and let the truth have its day. Stop trying to outsmart the truth all the time. All right? That's people's problem. That's a lot of people's problem, man. Everybody trying to outsmart the truth all the time, man. Let's stop trying to outsmart the truth, man. You know that shit hurt, man. You know that shit hurt, man. And I don't want to do that to you, man. SANETER, this is not what it's about, man. This is about me challenging your authenticity in this community and what you say you stand for. Nothing more, man. This ain't about me going to your family, man. This ain't about that shit, man. This should not be what this is about, man. YouTube, Facebook stalking, man. That should not be what we doing on YouTube, man, as brothers, yo. But since you a nigga who really don't give a fuck I'm forced to to put my personal feelings aside and deal with the situation. I don't want to do this. I don't. That's why we need to holler at you. I'm not. You got dragged today by Hassan Campbell in a live stream from a couple of excerpts I heard. This is just gonna continue, SANETER. No one's going away. This is when I leave YouTube. Do you know how many more people gonna sprout up behind in my place? I welcome them. I encourage them. When I do leave, I'm gonna leave the page up though, so you can always go look at the material. Take what you want to take, whatever. If however else, however it helps you. That's gonna be my contribution, SANETER, to the people. To the people. I'm gonna leave my page up. Not gonna post from it anymore after this year. I'll still be around though. So don't think that I'm going away. I'll still be around people. But I've conquered SANETER. Right now is, do I want to tie his legs up, which I already did, and continue dragging him? You know, I tied his legs up and tied a rope to my chariot. And I began dragging him around the city gates of the House of Consciousness on 125th. Where we at right now is, will I continue doing this? Or will this be over? Delicious. Fucking Gatorade. So SANETER, man, this is going out to you, bro. You know, you guys know I don't keep y'all too long. Is that the Ahmad Rashad? I was about to say, yo, I got Ahmad Rashad in my chat, motherfucker. Even Ahmad Rashad hates you, SANETER. God damn, everybody hates you, SANETER. Everybody know you a fucking scumbag. You are a scumbag, though, for what you did, man, and what you forced me to do. I don't deserve this, man. Nobody does. The only person who deserves treatment like this is somebody like Root. You could do these things to Root. If everybody's wondering why I keep mentioning this no-name, nothing of a fucking roach-looking clown, is because Root is a person who craves attention, and he'll do certain things where you're forced as a person who wants to uplift fallen humanity, so to speak. He's gonna like that one. As a person who wants to uplift fallen humanity, so to speak, you're forced to engage Root stupidity. Like, Root stupidity cannot be spread. So anytime that it's spoken, it's it must be challenged. Another thing that we're going to be talking about too, guys, in the coming weeks, we've already begun to address Hassan Campbell's apparent homosexuality, or at least bisexuality. And then Hassan, that has nothing to do with what your girlfriend looks like. It's a lot of gay men with pretty wives and children, and they're full-blown homosexuals, nigga. They did a movie about it. It was called DL Niggas. It'd be giving me a hard time, bro, even looking niggas in the eyes at restaurants and shit. When I be thinking the waiter is gay and shit, like I look down the whole time I'm ordering. Cause I was like, I don't even want you to pretend or think you almost got a fucking hint, cause I will slap the shit out of you. Can't do it, yo. So you ain't gotta keep doing that, using that shit as a reason to act like I just think that you are, because you was engaging in homosexuality acts with men, and you said that he made you, and we're still wondering over here what made you meant, like, because make you, like, does he, or is he a telepath like Professor X? And he said, Hassan, get down on your, like, you know, do whatever he, I don't know what you actually did, but do this homosexual sexual act on this guy. Like, we want to know what made you meant. That's all. Boyce Watkins. Boyce Watkins. Boyce Watkins. Why is Boyce Watkins still on YouTube with black people circled around him? Why? No, I don't think Root got his car back. We don't want to hear from Root until he gets that car back with his corrected status as an indigenous Black American Moor, whatever he calls himself, because Root's not a Moor, yo. Like I said, I've been around brothers, one of the brothers who helped me and educated me about going to court and using my nationality as being a Moor or whatever to stand on it, and try to teach me how to stand on it back in the day, was the brother. He went by the you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he was like the Moors that I encountered, man, and always met and shit. It was only 2 Moors for real, man, that I ever met in my life, man, that I find extremely weird. And that is Root, who is really not a Moor. That's because he just became a Moor 2 years ago, and he's a Baptist Christian, and he just became a Moor. That's why he's acting like this. Now I'm like, oh, he's a newbie. And what's the nigga name? Sabir Bey. Those are the 2 niggas as Moors that always rub me the wrong way. Like, you niggas is weird. Something's off about you. Sabir Bey is more of, he got that SANETER opportunist type vibe to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just in this shit, that politish, that all that House of Consciousness shit. Like, I'm just trying to get paid type shit. Yeah, Boyce has, the thing with Boyce Watkins, like I said, man, I would do more on him, but it's nothing to do. Like, I don't know how many ways to say that, hey, Boyce Watkins, Charles Wu said that you his pitch man, you just a front guy, a pitch guy. So if you're a pitch guy, what exactly is it that you're fucking pitching? And is it all the shit that you say to us? Is that your pitch? Is that a pitch from this country, the Genesis Corporation owned by that British business group? Like, that's who you work for. You all this time, Boyce Watkins was leading us to believe what? That he was an entrepreneur running multiple businesses. He also stated that he was a millionaire. He said that he was a millionaire. And Charles Wu came out and said that the company that he works for, which he's Boyce's immediate boss, he says they have in their company a place for the African American niche, and that they offer hope. Now listen to what I just said, yo. This is what Charles Wu said. He works for a fucking $1 billion fucking business group, and part of their many corporations and many facets of their businesses together, they have an African American niche. And they're not selling you stock. They're not selling you land or offer or trying to sell you land. They're not trying to sell you any sort of business proposition, tangible, real thing that you can then benefit from immediately. You want to know what they're selling? Yes, Triple C, it is. You want to know what they're selling? They're selling hope. That's what Charles Wu said. That's what Charles Wu said. That we're selling hope. So for them to sell hope to black people, they would need what? They would need a face, right? They would need a black person to come to black people. Wouldn't they? I'm just asking y'all. Maybe I'm wrong. Can I get a 1 in the chat if you think I'm right, and 2 in the chat if you think I'm wrong? If you are a business and you got an African American niche and you're selling something and that something is called hope, you can't send Charles Wu, can you? You would need a brother or a sister, wouldn't you, to approach the people? You would need a brother or a sister to approach the people. And when this brother or sister, in this particular case, brother, when this brother approaches the people, what is this brother's purpose for approaching the people? Because he has a job, right? So his purpose for approaching us, Boyce Watkins' whole purpose for approaching black people is because of his job. Well, what is his job? He works for Charles Wu, who works for Genesis or whatever the Genesis something business group. And what are these people doing that Boyce Watkins works for them? What does he do? Oh, they're just selling black people hope. Now wrap your mind around that. Boyce Watkins works for a company. Boyce Watkins presents himself to you because Charles Wu can't. If you're going to sell hope to black people, which is what Charles Wu stated that the Nexus group does, their African American niche is to sell hope. No, it's not a necessarily thing. Listen, man, it's a 1, 2, 3 thing. I'm a rudimentary person. Tell me what you have. Tell me what you don't have. What I do have is a person who is immediately an employee of the Nexus Business Group, and he works for a people who based out of Europe somewhere. This man went on open platforms, not YouTube, open shows, stating that his company has an African-American niche. They have a niche. Their niche is hope. Who's gonna sell? Can you tell me what group of people in America, other than let's not include black people because you want us to do it. Let's name any other race or group or what we call races and groups of people in this country that would accept somebody coming to them selling them hope. Could I go to the Jewish community and sell them hope? Do you think they would ride with that? Once they realize that I'm not there to sell them any tangible product, to trade off anything with them. Because what Charles Wu and them doing is selling you hope, meaning this. They're not selling you the hope for free. They're not selling you the hope for nothing. You're actually paying for this hope. You're paying for this hope. So if y'all can name any group of people who would allow me as a black man to grab a person who looks like them, like I'm gonna go to a Japanese American community and I'm gonna grab a Japanese American man, I'm gonna stick him here, and he's only there because he's Japanese American and he can get their attention, and we're gonna sell you some hope. And then I'm going to go to an Italian American group of people and I'm going to grab me an Italian and I'm going to be like, yo, Look, I want you to go to your people, since they'll gravitate to you, of course, because you're a Razadi, and they're going to be, okay, cool. Then boom, I want you to sell them some hope. Like anybody who would accept that shit. Who would accept that shit? Because I know I ain't accepting that shit. And that's why Boyce Watkins' ass is getting dragged out right now. Because nigga, you are the nigga that they put in front of the niggas. I'm using air quotes, people. You are the nigga that they put in front of the nigga to get their hustle across. And what was their hustle? Hope. That is extremely insulting to come to me and tell me you're gonna sell me some hope. What the fuck is hope? I mean, I know it looks great on a poster. Keep hope alive. Yes. Isn't it great to say it in chants and shit? But tangibly, what the fuck is hope? What are you gonna do with hope, G? Actually, factually. What are you gonna do with hope? But before we forget, SANETER, I need to holler at you, G. I need to holler at you, SANETER. Before I put any more of these videos out of your fam, I'm gonna need to holler at you. But finishing on Bitcoin, Boyce, like the issue I got with Boyce Watkins is the same main issue I had with Umar Johnson. When black people say something to you, people say something to you, you have a immediate response. You ill, you get ill, you do all this shit. But when somebody other than us says something to you, it's like you don't really get that kind of response from dude like that. And the same thing goes with Boyce Watkins. Boyce went on a big ass rant, cussing, talking shit, literally to all black people that he was mad at, who may have seen or heard what was going on. But what Boyce didn't address is, and who he didn't address is Charles Wu. He didn't address what Charles Wu said at all. I want you to remember what I just said to you. He didn't address Charles Wu for calling him a pitch guy. And he'll come on a stream once this gets bigger and say, how do you know what I did? Nigga, because I just said, you know motherfucking well, you ain't addressed Charles Wu about shit, because you can't address Charles Wu about shit, because Charles Wu knows what you know, that you are a pitch man. That's what you are, factually, because you've never disputed it. So SANETER, the videos are ready, man. Everything's all there. I got you with your chin looking like Thanos. SANETER got two big bulging balls as a chin. He's a ball chinian. Frank, you a ball chinian. But that's how life goes, man. You fuck with the bull, man, you get the horns. We don't want to do these things, man. I love sisters to death. I love fucking most people to death. I like people. I like interacting with cool people. I don't like starting trouble. I'll speak my mind and my truth about you or about a situation, but that shouldn't cause trouble unless you into some fuck shit. But you got these old ass Baltinians in Harlem. Shame TV Uncut, man. We don't give a fuck for the rest of the year because this is it, man. Baltinians, man. We go at everybody at all times. Somebody said today, don't spread yourself thin. That can't apply to a nigga like me, man. That can't apply to a nigga like me, man. I took on like 4 niggas, 4 YouTube platforms in 1 week by myself with a little bit of help from I Expose here and there. Good looks to I Expose. I appreciate the love. It's coming in out of nowhere with shit. Like that person you didn't know was there and niggas was trying to jump you and somebody came with a chair and smacked one of them in the back of the head. It broke it up just enough for me to start getting it in. I dominated. I destroyed. I conquered in 1 week. It's uncut time, man. It's time for this Baltinian to do what I told him a long time ago. There is no, and I mean absolutely no, place on YouTube for old men like him. YouTube is no country for old men. And SANETER, you're 60 years old, man. You damn near 60 years old, man. It's time to put you out the pasture. You need to go move to Jersey. Like Haven Bullitt said. Haven said you was moving to Jersey or some shit. Go ahead, SANETER, and just fucking move to New Jersey, man. Go be the Tony Soprano dead, so you could go be the boss in New Jersey now. You can go out there and stand on the corner and do live streams and shit and put your slave pictures back up on the wall and all the other fucking propaganda that you got. You can throw all that shit back up on the wall. Put your Khalid Muhammad pictures up there. Don't forget the unity picture. Remember that, y'all? The unity picture. Remember he tried to make a big deal out of that shit? Like, nigga, it was just a group of fucking dipshits standing around on the same corner they stand around on every day. They just decided to take a picture today. This nigga said the fucking unity picture. Like, nigga, what are you talking about, G? Like, you niggas be out there every day, all day. Y'all just decided to take a picture today. Unity. Unity. Fucking faggots. Fucking $5 Frankie. That's what we gotta call him, man. $5 Frank. The first Black Power activist who was able to raise $25,000 for an award show for himself, who was caught begging people for $5. How does all of this work? Can y'all wrap y'all minds around this shit, man? Quit lying on my stage. Y'all don't want SANETER South. Peace of Black family, peace of Black Power family. This is SANETER South. This is SANETER South. This nigga Frank, man. Yo, that nigga's and he's a fucking snitch. SANETER, you are the biggest snitch in the conscious community, yo. SANETER has mentioned calling the police and actively called the police so many fucking times we can't even fucking count. Like, this nigga gotta go, yo. SANETER, you gotta go, man. I'm putting the videos out. Fuck you and that baldy dread. It's a wrap, G. Like, yo, it's a wrap. Yo, that nigga said that nigga shorty looked like somebody was putting out blunts on her fucking head. Now, I didn't even say no shit like that. That nigga said her head looks like somebody be butting out their J's, man. An activist. This nigga swore up and down, yo, that he was with Khalid Muhammad, yo. Like, he really had everybody thinking he was with Khalid Muhammad, nigga. When Khalid Muhammad, when you met Khalid Muhammad, man, it was like probably the last year of his life. Like, that's how I was like, this nigga's such a fraud, man. All of these niggas is weirdos and junkies, man, and clinically ill fraud ass niggas. It's the same with Root, man, telling people he a Moor and you just became a Moor 2 years ago. Like, come on, man. How you just become a Moor 2 years ago and you running around screaming more shit all the time, nigga? Like, just all these people are just weird, man. Always saying one thing, saying and doing another. Then you got 66 Steps Kev. 66 Step Kev is 66 Step Kev because he can only go 66 steps away from his front porch in a circle around his house before he loses Wi-Fi connection from the local McDonald's customer-friendly provided Wi-Fi in which he streams. And not just because it's there, it's a necessity. The same with this person, man. The same with this person, man. You build your whole platform and namesake on bringing down Polite and SANETER. And then this nigga SANETER says, yo, you niggas dumb. This nigga Kev been trying to be my friend in the background. And even had evidence. That shit mad funny, nigga. Like, that nigga played the shit out of that nigga, yo. That shit is still hilarious to this day. How long has it been happening, yo? This nigga went on Tommy Sotomayor's show and said he had on his best shirt. Now he front like he got paper. Like, Kev, yo, shut up, nigga. We want to see a lease with your name on it. Weirdos and junkies, y'all. That's all we surrounded by. Yo, it's fucking Friday, man. It's still early. I'm going to try to go out later. I know I probably won't because I could be getting up at 5 in the fucking morning. Around 10:30, I'm going to be sleepy as a motherfucker. And I smoke like it's the third fucking J. I was trying to save it for after this stream, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, man, weirdos and junkies, man. SANETER, I need to holler at you though, man, before I put this video out. I'm gonna give you a day or so to let this video soak in your head. Let this stream soak in his head. You know what I'm saying? Let him realize, you know what I'm saying? It could get way worse, man. It could get way worse than all them rhinos shaking that goddamn kitchen. I'm glad. I hope you live on the bottom floor. That's so disrespectful. That big one was humping the shit out of that fucking refrigerator. That shit was hilarious. Yo, that big one was humping the shit out of that fucking refrigerator, nigga. That nigga, he wanted me to call in. I was like, I would never call in your piece of shit show. I don't know. Shame TV Uncut. I'll call in and just say, fuck you, dipshit. I'm gonna smack you in your face, you baldy chin. Fucking bald chinian. I told you one time that stupid nigga called my phone after I called in this show and he was trying to be SANETER again. And he called my phone and it was the show. And he knew what he was doing, trying to call in, trying to keep the conversation going. And I was like, he was like, who is this? Then I was like, this is God. I'm here to punish you for all your fucking sins. Like, yo, the same bullshit he did to Dan Calloway, nigga. Try to take a personal phone call and put the shit on the fucking live stream air. So he's like, just stupid, man. And you almost 60, man. You almost 60, man. But I am. I'm Bane to your Gotham City, yo. That house of consciousness is like Gotham City. I am the house of consciousness reckoning. I am its reckoning. I'm here to bring it to its knees. Michael Edwards. Mike, man, where we at, Mike? Because you know you don't want to beef with me, and I'm not going to fight you, Mike. I'm going to handle Michael Edwards like Captain America did Bucky. Like, no, I'm not going to fight you, Buck. Mike, I ain't going to bang on you, man, because you really don't have no problems with me, and you know you don't. And you know the shit that I say about SANETER is factual. You know that shit. You know I don't make shit up about him. Because all you have to do is listen to what I say. I'm not making stuff up about him. The fuck? It's all there. I don't have the inclination, yo, to sit here and make up shit. But Mike, how did SANETER make you bend the knee? What was it? What did he give you to make you bend the knee? Because you bent that motherfucker. You be still wearing his shirts in your stream, and I still ain't seen SANETER with no RBG Mr. Controversial gear on. Hold on, Mike. I just had to get that laugh out, G. Shame TV Uncut, man. But what did he do, man, to make you bend the knee? Me too, Norma. I'm dead serious. Peace to the scam. Peace to the scam. I mean, family. Peace, family. Scamly. I mean, cut the stream, Reggie. Reggie, cut the fucking stream. I'm tripping, yo. This is Shade TV Uncut, yo. This our last year on YouTube, man. That's Shane TV, man. This is over. We gonna turn the fuck up New Year's, yo. Don't say that word right there. Symphony. Don't even say that word right now. We ain't paid the fucking bill on that yet, Reggie, either. Not too loud, side. The stream. These niggas, yo. You hear this nigga Jabari talking about trying to talk business like we met with the book. Shut up, man. You ain't meet with nobody, man. When you go book some shit, man, you meet one motherfucker, man, the fucking manager or the director, man, and you go there and tell them what you want. They tell you the fucking price, and that's it. You talking about a goddamn meeting. What meeting did you have? You have a meeting about why them streams not working all the time? Tahaka Bay streamed that whole bullshit. You better tell him take that shit down. Did Tahaka Bay take that video down or did he leave it up? So I used to like Sutek too, man. I ain't gonna say used to, man. I like Sutek, man. I don't know why, man. Like, I ain't never heard nothing. Sutek was like a reasonable person. Like, when Larry used to go over the edge and shit, Sutek and Larry, them niggas was kind of funny together. Yeah, they could have had their own show. You know what I'm saying? The Sutek and Larry show. That shit would have been popping. Conference call with as if the HOK is a business. This nigga Jabari, they got a secretary. This nigga fly sci-fi out once a month, every month for the last 5 months or longer now. It's been longer than 5 months now. My reach is everywhere, SANETER. I can reach you everywhere, yo. I told you, man, I am your reckoning. I am your fucking reckoning. Shame TV will not stop until Asgard falls. I'ma plunge a giant goddamn flaming sword right into the middle of the House of Consciousness. All your minions gonna scatter, all the little pieces on your board and all that bullshit. Kev Gill's gonna scatter and scurry back to California because it was the first time he ever left the 66 steps that it takes to stream one-on-one family, according to Root. All of them. Reggie going back to Virginia and get a job at Walmart and be teaching in the break rooms. Garfield gonna get deported. What if Garfield got deported? Like, breaking news, Garfield has been deported. Like, what did you do, Garfield? Did you fix the wrong credit? What up, son, nigga? Shit is fucking insane, man. Weirdos and junkies, man, the clinically insane, yo. But before we even get to that, SANETER, before I put these rest of these videos out of your family, I need to holla at you, man. I need to holla at you, my G, like on some real shit, man. Like, shit is not going the way that it's supposed to be going, SANETER. Now back to why sci-fi been coming out here every month. You ain't got no real office. Where is she doing the paperwork at? Where is she doing the paperwork at? The Red Roof? I heard they do got nice desks and shit though in their office. I mean, in their rooms. Paperwork. These niggas is going to fucking SANETER cheap ass buying them 2 for $20 gators, acting like he's spinning a grip. But what are y'all handling? What business are y'all handling? I mean, it's just inquiring minds want to know. You know, the fact that I run a platform and people ask these questions in the chat and ask of me, I am required to ask these questions. I personally know, so I don't need to ask because I already know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I got the video. I seen the video. I put it on my page. You a nerd, huh, SANETER? You a nerd? I would have never pegged you as a nerd. Oh, what the fuck this nigga sci-fi talking about? SANETER's a nerd. He can't even read. The fuck? Yeah, this illiterate fuck trying to read. The difference. Is there a difference between Afrocentric, what the fuck, motherfucker? Afrocentric feminism. How hard is it to say? The difference. Is there a he had to write it down and everything because he was looking like he was looking at some choppy ass writing. This nigga write like your best friend that's locked up. And you realize how stupid that nigga is when he writes you a letter. Like, damn, nigga. I did remember you dropped out, but I didn't know you was retarded, nigga. The fuck? These niggas is fucking crazy, man. They weirdos and junkies. But before we get to that, SANETER, before I put this video out, your fam, you better come holler at me. I'm going in 1 hour and 10 right now. An hour and 10 on a Friday. Let's get it in. We can get it in on whatever. On whoever. Charles Wu's pitchman. Lion ass Boyce Watkins. Little pudgy nigga. Homo Hassan. Ain't nobody never tell me what happened with Lex Vortex. Why we talking? What happened completely with Lex Vortex? Who could spit it in the chat fast? Cause I heard that the nigga fucking was fucking stealing people's money and shit. What can any of us teach you to elevate to a higher level of consciousness? Well, the first thing I can teach you to elevate to a higher level of consciousness is to make sure, dog, that you do not accept what you hear. Meaning, try your best to love information and not what people tell you, because people tell you shit that's going to make you think in what they want you to think in. It's generally a box. It's generally a religion or whatever. But it's generally, it has some sort of agenda hidden behind it. And it's not always bad. But nobody could teach you how to elevate to a higher level of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? It's not a taught thing. It's just something that you got to do. There you go. Then you're on your way. And you want to know who told me that? What I just told you? Delbert Blair. So now you're really on your way. Because an ancestor and a powerful dude when he was here told me that. He also told me there's no truth until you know truth for yourself. So that's the only way. Once you get there, you'll be with like-minded people, G. And you'll realize that you're not special. You're not the only one with common sense. You're not the only one with who's enlightened, who's elevated. You'll recognize that. And then you'll realize that's when the real game begins. But nobody can elevate you. That's only you can do that. And anybody who's claiming that they can, ask them for facts, witnesses with personal firsthand knowledge of them doing this, evidence, you know, shit like that. Because they should obviously have these things. He wasn't good to her son. Is that what she said? Okay, so Lex Vortex. Lex, we gonna find out what happened to Chief Sauce, as he calls himself. Isn't that what you call yourself? Something like that. Awesome something. All right. So he says Lex went live and went to live with one of his moderators. They were in a relationship. He wasn't good to her son. He broke up with her and he was using her credit card. Lex Vortex, is any of that true, man? God damn, Lex. Now that's embarrassing. That's crazy, Lex. Why you do that shit, Lex? That's weird as fuck, yo. First off, yo, how you get with your moderator, nigga? You had to actually get with her. Well, I guess it's easy because I talked to some of my moderators, so. But I wasn't trying to holler, though. This nigga Lex was spitting gizzing. Oh, shit. Oh, man. So that's what happened. Did she was the one who said that she wasn't good? She got him a ride out there and everything. Damn, Lex. Damn, Lex, you probably had a keeper, nigga. How you fuck that up, Awesome Sauce? Front his business. She was gonna help you get on your feet, G. Oh, Lex, you mad crazy for that, yo. Damn, Awesome Sauce. Yo, oh man, Lex. Lex, you went for the credit card instead of the business. Oh, Lex. No, say it ain't so. Awesome Vortex Sauce. And the occult and all spiritual sciences. He said you're grounded in the occult and all spiritual sciences. All of them? Jeez, how old are you? That you mastered that fast? I'm not saying that you didn't, because I had mastered a lot of shit when I was like 26. I was like very fluent in the Bible. I was like, I could go through that shit like we breathe air, man. Because I was studying it seriously, truthfully, with a dictionary, not just some with accordance or some shit. I know what a cult means. I'm just saying, like, all of like you. What I over here, this is how I am, bro. I'll spit this real quick so you'll understand where I'm coming from. What I came through was, of course, once I got out of the Christian church, which most of us were raised up in, or some sort of Christianity, whatever. Like, I came out of that into nothingism, kind of like atheism, but not really. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when I read Message to the Black Man, and I started studying that. I started studying Islam. I had fell into Buddhism, but I didn't practice these things. Like, I'm kind of like a person who likes reading about shit. So it's like, at the time, I don't really read at all anymore like that. But and I'll tell you why. But at the time, I liked reading about these things. You know what I'm saying? The story of Siddhartha and all that shit like that. Instead of just going somewhere and having somebody trying to teach me about it, like, I was trying to learn about who were the people who created these things. You see what I'm saying? And what was their purpose for creating them? So it's like, that was my approach to studying and my approach to religion versus in all fields of science and study. That was my approach. It was always the first to go to the root of it. I always keep saying it, that I'm a rudimentary thinker. I'm a rudimentary person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to the rudimentary means zero, start from 0, 1 to the base, start with the base. So that's how I was. And if I would first try to find the base of something and then try to study it, because if you don't, like, everything you're getting is fucking conjecture, opinion, fucking brainwashing, whatever the fuck it is that you're reading. Whatever it is that you're reading, if you don't have a base, a rudimentary base, an etymological base, you fucked. Because and you still fucked. Because the shit that you reading, I'm gonna tell you why you still fucked. Because when I used to one of my favorite dictionaries was my etymology dictionary. Okay, shit costs a grip. The book is a great book, but it's still a book. So even the terms and the meanings that they say the word nice. The word nice is split up in 2 words. It's ni, which means nigh, and ce, which is say. You know what I'm saying? And there are 2 words. and the NI is technically or literally translated into not. You know what I'm saying? To not, and say is to know. So it's like is the word literally means to not know. So to be nice literally means to be ignorant. You see what I'm saying? So when you read a etymology book dictionary, it'll tell you that. It'll tell you where it came from, all that shit. And the funny thing about that, right under that, you'll start seeing shit like the Council of Nicaea. Yeah, that's why. But anyway, where they formed the Bible and all that shit, yeah. And nice means ignorant, to not know, and whatever the fuck. So like that's just an example, you know what I'm saying, of things that I learned how I used to try to apply that shit to life. And then I had to come to the realization that how do I know that that's what nice really means? All I'm taking from it is what I'm reading in this book. You know what I'm saying? That's when I said when you graduate, once you get elevated, you're going to elevate yourself to the place where you realize that everything is really all about thinking. Like you could fill your brain up with enough stuff to give your mind, you know what I'm saying, the tools or the whatever it needs to paint pictures for you so that you can use your mind to elevate, because that's all I can use. Because anything other than that is just somebody else's fucking opinion, G. Because that's what reading is. And it's not a bad thing unless you're reading, you know, how to do books and shit like that. But and I'm not saying it's just necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying it is what it is, and I don't accept that. And most people do. Most people who come around and say that they're intelligent and they got the science and all of that shit like that, everything they're telling you, everything they're talking about comes from a book or somebody else said that shit. And they believe it. That's what it was. But back to Awesome Sauce. Awesome Sauce, you traded a credit card for a business, man. I can't believe you did that, Lex Vortex. I cannot believe this woman who is willing to, and this is that Anununu Ket person that I had to put out there on blast, like, yo, stop trying to, who's coming over here for Roosevelt. Like you went from bad to the worst. You went from Lex swiping your credit card, and then you run over to this pedophile, fucking homosexual, weirdo ass fucking YouTube, Facebook stalker. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I did. Oh man, that's crazy. That's why I said when I put the screenshot up, that was Michael Edwards' screenshot, might I add. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna believe in, hold on, but you're gonna believe in something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna believe in something. Eventually you're gonna have to realize, nigga, that you believe somebody when they told you what your name was. You know what I'm saying? Not to get, I'm gonna get back to you, Awesome Sauce, but you believe somebody when you told them what your name was. When they told you what your name was, you believed them because you don't fucking know that shit. When they told you when you were born and to say that you're 45, that's because you believe the people who told you that you was that. Like, there's no other way around that shit. If you read a book about the history of the something, and you go around saying that's fact. No, you believe that to be fact because you personally don't know that shit because you don't have witness with personal firsthand knowledge to attest that is indeed what was going on in that time and day. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't say that, I'm not saying that you can't be the way you are and accepting everything, but you know what I mean? You got, like, eventually you have to believe, and you believe just from the very fact that the name that you use, that if you didn't recreate your own name, you know what I'm saying, which is of course your right, or what your age and all of that is a belief. It's just a belief, yo. Nobody knows shit, man. Even the people that's bringing it to you, like most science, from what I've encountered in my life, yo, most science is all theory. And, if you don't know what theory is, Google it and it'll tell you what most science is. It's all a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Because life is constantly moving and in motion and evolving and changing. So it's always going to be a work in progress. So I know it all now. I'm explaining to you the opposite of knowing it all. I'm explaining to you that anyone who's claiming to know it all, I know one thing I know is anyone who claims to know it all or know a whole bunch of shit is full of shit. That's what I know. Because all I know is that you don't know shit except what you read from them books. And if you claiming that you know it, then you're required to believe what you read because you didn't even know anything about any of that shit until you read it in that book. One author says one thing, one author says something contradictory. One author is a PhD, the other author is a PhD. One author has been writing books for 20 plus years, the other author has been writing books 25 plus years. Who do you believe? Because that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. If both of them have invested 10 years of research in a specific subject that they're writing back, and this person has invested 10 years in study into the specific book and title and whatever that they're writing about, topic that they're writing about, who do you believe? Especially if they're conflicting. You can't say, well, this is a PhD, so is this one. You can't say, well, she spent 10 years investigating this topic. You can't, so did she or so did he. There's nothing wrong with believing, yo. You got I just change the word. Don't say believe, just say accept. I accept that could possibly be reality. That's how you got to live. Like, I accept that could possibly be. That's how I move. It's easy, nigga. It's not hard. You can't walk around thinking you know a whole bunch of shit because you really don't. So you just fooling yourself. I mean, I understand. I'm just talking about the source of what you have. You know what I'm saying? Unless you are angel, well, we pretty much all are, but unless you in touch with your angel powers and your God powers and you've been revealed something else and it didn't come from a book, I'm just questioning the sources. That's all. Because most people nowadays, especially in these communities, they always, where's your source? Where's your source? Like, nigga, how you got a source to Egypt? That shit was fucking 7,000 years ago, 11,000 years ago, nigga, 12, like, what the fuck? How could you possibly have a source to that? I guess we are where we are, you know? I definitely am what I am. That shit's crazy. That nigga say I am what I am. Me too, nigga. Trying to be all that I am, man. I don't, in your R. Kelly voice. Back to Awesome Sauce, man. My nigga Sauce, he traded a whole credit card over fucking business. I don't even believe that's. I'm not gonna believe that shit to Lex say that shit himself. If he say that shit himself, then I'm gonna believe it, Lex. Lex, I'm not gonna believe that you instead of getting a business and operating it and, you know what I'm saying, moving far ahead of SANETER and them niggas, you chose the credit card. They were gonna catch you, Lex. Everywhere you swipe credit cards, there's generally a camera pointing right at you. Even when you go to the ATM, you want to know the first thing that you walk up to when you walk up to the ATM? A fucking camera. Say cheese, you are on America's Top Model. Pose, nigga. Mr. Awesome Sauce himself. You could have got like 10 more headdresses, yo. Oh my God, man. You know how many headdresses you could have got, G? I mean, I believe that because when you first came, though, you asked, how could I elevate you? And that's how it kind of got started. You know what I'm saying? I was like, only you could elevate you. Ain't nobody gonna elevate you. What happened to Lex Soul Journey? Soul Journey, Lex was working his awesome sauce on the He quickly took it down. Lex was working his awesome sauce on one of his moderators, and I guess the sauce was smoking. Cause she flew this nigga out, I guess, allegedly, or rolled him out, however, and brought him out to her crib. And allegedly Lex was being weird to the little boy, which is, I guess, common. I hear about it, you know what I'm saying, with people who dealing with other people's sons and shit like that. But I just thought it was just something happened to weirdos. Like, it's still a little nigga, a little kid, G. Like, he's just a little nigga. Like, why you being weird to the nigga? But that's crazy, yo. And then allegedly, the awesome sauce wasn't treating her right. You know what I'm saying? He was being a little too awesome. Lex, you was being a little too awesome, nigga. Lex was being a little too awesome, man. Allegedly. I don't know, man. Lex, I gotta hear you say this shit, man. Lex, I don't want to put you in weirdos and junkies, man. But that is definitely a weirdo junkie move, yo. If that's true. Now, I've been hearing these things, Lex. I heard that's why you was off YouTube for a while, but you can't always believe what you hear, Sauce. Sauce, was you out there being too awesome? He was being too awesome. It wasn't so awesome. Man, I'm holding out for the Vortex, yo. Fuck that, yo. Lex didn't go steal nobody's credit card, nigga. And you know these niggas gonna come back and tell. If she a moderator, that means she probably one of them who mod for a shitty ass platform. You know what I'm saying? So she probably got McMod syndrome and worried about her rents getting taken at any moment and being called an op and all types of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's probably nervous anyway, nigga. And you fucking damn, Lex. Why you do that, man? You knew she was gonna go tell. And then she ran to Roosevelt. She ran to Roosevelt, man. How should you let her run to Roosevelt, man? Oh my God. I'm glad you did what you did to Roosevelt, but Lex, you can't bite me like that no more, G. I can't. I'm gonna pull my Ghostface killer on that one. Now, I don't want nobody sounding like me, man. Don't, Lex, you can't. You did my whole spiel, yo. All you did was rap the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't too mad because of what you were doing and who you were doing it to, you know? Like, it was kind of called for. I can't even lie. You know, it was called for. But at the same time, like come on, man. I don't be coming up here like my nigga Ray said, come from your own heart. With Ghost said, come from your own heart with this shit, yo. It's better, man. It's better for the people, man. When you come from your own heart with this shit, man, then niggas just gotta accept you or reject you. Then I always say that shit. When people come through, I say, yo, hit the like button or the dislike button. Some people are gonna accept you and some people are gonna reject you. That is just a matter of fact, nigga. That is a truth. That is a piece of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I know that some people will accept you, some people will reject you. Most of the people who reject you, though, they don't really reject you. They just don't really understand what it is you're saying or doing. If they understood, then it would be different. So it is what it is, you know. My main man Sauce, man. You fucked up, G. But we ain't gonna believe it. We gonna Lex Vortex, I'm putting this out on you. You need the answers for what happened. We need to know. Don't pull one of them SANETER and them niggas moves and don't talk about the shit. It's better to laugh. What the niggas say, laugh at my pain. You know what I'm saying? Make people laugh at your pain. Tell people, yo, I was fucked up at the moment, yo. Like, shit. And me and Shorty wasn't feeling it. And I'm a New York nigga or I'm a city nigga. Like, I was like, yo, let me get a couple dollars before I go back here or whatever. I mean, it's still not excusing it, Lex, you know. But you know that, you know what I'm saying? So that don't even matter, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter that it's excusing it or not. You know that you're not making an excuse. You just telling what happened. That's why I be telling y'all, man, just tell what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't hiding it is what makes you look like a fraud, G. Hiding it is what make you look like a fraud, yo. She got proof. I don't know, man. I might check it out, Norma, because she was being very rude for no reason. I don't even know her. Like she came through, she was like, "Take my thing down." It's like, I don't know you. Like what I was saying to Roosevelt. So I was like, "Yo, Roosevelt sent you, and you know he did because that sounded like some stupid shit that he would make you say, and you said it." So ever since she did that, I was like, "Man, kick rocks, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Like, you got sauced. You got awesome sauced. But I'm gonna listen to what she say though. Lex, I'm gonna still give you your day. But if what she say is too damning, I'm gonna have to be like, God damn, yo. Damn, Lex. What was wrong, Lex? Tell us what happened, man. Was the little boy bad? Cause some of these little niggas be bad as shit. Oh man, some of these little niggas be bad. You gotta watch them, man. But still, Lex, man, you can't go shit on the lady's son, man. God damn, she don't even know you for real. You shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know why you up in there, nigga. Like, you just met me off a goddamn YouTube video. Or why the fuck is you moving me in with my child? With your child? Like, come on now. The hell is wrong with you? And he got a disability. That's crazy. That's even more why the fuck is you moving some random nigga off YouTube in your crib? Come on, Anu Net Ket. How do you say her name? Yo, like that's what I mean, Cole. Like, first off, nigga, you don't even know this nigga. Like, yo, come on, man. You need that you wasn't carrying on no relationship with this nigga. That's crazy, man. You got Lex Vortex in your house. And the site. Wow. Wow, Lex. Man. Hopefully the right brother, she meet the right brother, and the right brother meet her, and they could link up. Cause Lex, man, see, that's that shit, yo. When first off, man, when you got a brother who could look out for a sister, man, and she do him dirty and play him, yo, that shit's fucked up. And the same thing is vice versa, yo. When you got a woman who's willing to help you and believe in you and believe in your ideas and what you spitting, nigga, and you just gonna fucking reduce that shit to a credit card. Lex, man, weirdos and junkies, man. Don't make me say it, please. Weirdos and junkies, man. And the criminally insane, man. That's what we surrounded by. She bought a video equipment too. Oh my God, she was all in. Lex, you know you would be the Kev Gills, but without the fake. You know what I'm saying? You would actually have an IP address. Oh my God, Lex. Oh my God. Damn, Lex. He was trying to spread his wings. Yo, Lex, man, you wasn't doing that good, man, that you could turn down all that shit, yo. Amunet. Okay. She's showing it. Oh my God, awesome sauce. Oh, Lex, you was too awesome. Lex was just too fucking awesome. Lex didn't know what to. Hey, yo. Hey, Amunet. Look, give him a second chance, yo. Okay, our new cat. Yo, this is our new cat since you blocked me. Yeah, you was being real weird for no reason. And I kept saying I don't know you, so why you being like that? Like, don't do that shit because Roosevelt wants you to. Just because he don't like me don't mean you have to not like me. Like, come on, that's corny as shit. That's why I did it. And then the fact that you're a woman and I don't play those games because women could say things that a man is doing and it'll get looked at immediately as, oh, he's doing that shit. And I don't even want to engage in that shit. That's why I did it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hear you now. I'm just saying when you first came, that's where that came from. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I don't like blocking people, man. I tell people you can voice your opinion, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to fucking appease nobody because ain't nobody trying to appease me. You know? That's all. I heard that that's what you said about Lex Vortex, but I was like, I wanted to hear Lex say it. I wanted to hear Lex, like, what was Lex's reply? Like, did he say, yeah, he said it, or nah, he didn't say it, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, awesome song? I'll ask you, did he really do something to your child? Like, or not do something as in physically? You asked me to, I asked you to take, no, the thumbnail wasn't for you. And that's what I was telling you. Like, most people didn't even know who you were. That's why I was like, the thumbnail was for Lex Vortex, because that's when I first heard about it. And I was like, yo, this nigga Lex stealing people's money. So I used the fucking thing. I didn't even talk about it that stream for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember it and I was like, I'm not going through all that, taking out that thumbnail. Like, that's why I'm saying nobody knows who you are. That's why I was like, you should be all right. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. If somebody bother you, I knew Cat, I'll say this to you right now, openly right now on this stream. If somebody bother you on YouTube and they have no cause, no fucking just cause to be bothering you, all you have to do is come into one of my live streams and tell me what happened, and Shane TV will be on the job. Shane TV Uncut, because we are now uncut now. I knew Cat, this is my last year on YouTube because I'm surrounded by weirdos and junkies, and I can't do weirdos and junkies because me personally, I don't do weirdos and junkies and clinically ill motherfuckers. So therefore, I can't keep doing this because my job was to just straighten up the community to a point where we could have the nigga meeting. That's all. That's all. I mean, what happened before he stole from you? Like, what was the, like, y'all broke up or something and he just decided to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to get something out of the deal type shit? I'm gonna give her time and let her type. I want to know what happened. Like, did y'all just break up and he just decided to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna steal from you? That's crazy, Lex. I hope that ain't true, Lex. Damn. Cause that sounds like really fucked up. Especially all the stuff you talk about being a conscious leader and a conscious this. 3 days in the precinct. Yeah, he was. It's like he could have just made up with her. Why didn't you try to make? He probably tried, and the sauce just wasn't there. She probably like, nah, you full of shit. Like that's what happens, yo, when they find out you full of shit. Like you ain't no coming back from that shit unless your ass just go out and strike a miracle or some shit and get on your feet real quick. Then she might believe it. But other than that, yeah, he went straight for the hate, Norma. Like he went straight for the hate. Like fuck this. Especially if she has a disabled child, because I personally understand that shit. So therefore, nigga, I'm like, yo, I don't understand how the fuck you could do some shit like that, nigga. And like maybe I don't. Never mind. Never mind. You said you even gave, she said she even gave you money, Lex, for you to go so that you would be good still. Oh, man. Well, first off, Anuket, first off, next time, if you have a situation like this and you want to reach out to any YouTube platform, please don't reach out to a platform like Roosevelt's. Because what you're talking about is something that's real and it goes to the heart of all these SANETER affiliates, which Lex Vortex was one of them at one point. And now it just lends more evidence to the fact that everybody who has come through the House of Consciousness and come through SANETER's little camp always got a trail of shit behind them. Always got a trail of shit behind them. Everybody who came through that platform got a, yo, shut up, Wax. I saw a picture of him standing. Hold on, yo. I don't mean to laugh. This nigga said he probably got a discipline. He's never standing up. Yo, this dude, man. But on all seriousness, yo, like that's not that. Don't waste your like. Recognize who's real and recognize who's not. That's the only thing I could say. Yo, recognize when you dealing with real grown people, real grown black people. Then you dealing with fucking YouTube opportunists, wanna be celebrity, wanna do everything, wanna be a shock jock, want all the attention type people. Because what you're talking about could have been spread more. And it is going to get spread more. Well, that's true. That's true. You don't know until you know. And that's exactly, and that, I guess that closes that. I can't even argue with that. You don't know until you know. And it's sad. Like I said, like a lot of sisters be on some completely other shit. A lot of sisters be on some what the fuck you could do for them, and they don't even want to know your middle name before they know what you could do for them and shit like that. And so to have one that's actually willing to, first off, believe in you and what you say and believe in your goals and your dreams, and then to actually not only just believe it and say, you know what, yo, I'm all right when it comes to money. I can help you accomplish some of that stuff, and then go to bat for you and try to help you accomplish that shit. Yo, yes, he is toxic for that. You, Lex, man, your awesomeness is totally gone, yo. Your awesome is totally gone, yo. You're called non-awesome sauce now, man, Lex. That's, come on, Lex. Come on, man. You chose a credit card, man, over a business and somebody looking out for you, or at least trying to. Really? Weirdos and junkies, man. It sound, that's what it sounds like, D Prince. But at his age, Lex is too old to be too young for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that, yo. And I don't know how old you are, Nuket, but I'm just saying, like, and you know, not to try to tell your age or whatever, sweetheart, but I'm just saying, like, Lex is still too old to be, he's too old to be too young for anybody. Nigga, you a grown ass man. Like any man that's in his 30s, nigga, and close to it and in his 30s, you should know you know better now. You know what being a dipshit means. You know what not treating a woman with certain level of respect, nigga, like stealing from her and shit like come on, nigga. Come on, yo. You know better than that shit, Sauce. That was some stupid sauce, yo. That was not awesome sauce, yo. That was stupid sauce, yo. That's what it is, man. Like, it's like that nigga who got locked up, and when he came home, nigga, he's still out on the corner with the young niggas now, and he 41. Like, nigga, what are you doing out here, G? That time is past, man. That nigga's corny as shit for that, Lex. Come on, man. Lex, I don't think she's making this shit up, bro. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think she's making this shit up. The rose in the trash can. Roosevelt. Yes, I don't know how you hook up with that weirdo, yo. He's the biggest idiot in fucking creation, yo. Like, that nigga is like literally a fucking clown. That's why I never say his name. That's why his name is Roosevelt. We don't know who that person is. I don't know who that guy is. Who's that guy? Who's that guy that I made a mistake thinking he was somebody else? Why did I make a mistake? Because I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know who that person is. I don't know who he is. He wants to be friends. It was a dumb move all the way for Lex, though. It was like I said, man, I don't understand what he was possibly thinking. And then maybe it was the fact that if her son is disabled, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real undertaking, nigga. That's not something that's just you can't pretend with that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, like, that shit real, G. Like, you got to deal with that shit. Them using the bathroom on themselves accidentally, whatever. Like, you got to deal with that shit. And everybody's not equipped to deal with that shit, especially if you're a person who only over there because of the money. And that's probably what the situation was. What brought that nigga there was the money. What brought him out was the bread. That was his reason for coming out there. But I just, oh my gosh, man. Just for somebody to do something like that, man, and not think that he's going to get caught for that shit, yo. I don't get it. Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I did. That's what I thought. Like, he really thought that shit was just going, he probably thought that you would be too embarrassed to say something. When not realizing that, yo, ain't nobody embarrassed, nigga. Fuck that. Like, I'm gonna let people, you the one who should be embarrassed because you're the fucking one who did it. Mr. Awesome Sauce himself, man. My nigga awesome, man. I was trying to get at him, like I said, anyway, the other day for biting my whole fucking show. Like, damn, Lex. Let the king live, yo. I'm gonna take my whole show because Roosevelt's a fucking asshole and has it coming from everybody. Messing over a good woman, Cole. Messing over a good woman, Cole. That's what makes all this so fucking stupid. Exactly. And it's nothing wrong with accepting that you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? But, like, when you do that shit, like, why you, like, fuck that, man? Because you could have said, nigga, get out of my crib, and that would have been the end of that. And if you don't get out, I'm going to call the police. You could have played them out like that, like a lot of people do, and you didn't. That's like, yo, it always happens like that, though. Like, when you give people your kindness, yo, they always try to give you their ass to kiss, yo. I'm glad that you came out, though. I'm glad that you said something about it, because something like that, like I said, it needs to be talked. That needs to be known. It don't even need to be talked about all the time, because once it's known now. Once it's known, it's known. Like, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, like, that shit is always going to be trailing behind you, and that shit is recent. Yeah, he definitely needs some milk. And that's the thing, though, yo. Like, when you invite somebody in your home, man, like, you shouldn't be having a fight with them. Especially somebody who ain't even bringing nothing to the table. All you brought was a bag and some awesomeness. You could have had it all, man. I don't get it, man. Well, just make sure you take care of yourself, Anuket. Just make sure, yo, you realize, yo, like everything ain't always good for you, like it's stuff, everything you like ain't always what's good for you. It's not always what's good for you. And especially if somebody in that situation who would just do that anyway, who ain't got shit and to just lead up, like you ain't got nothing popping where you could just uproot and just take off, you know what I'm saying, at a moment's notice. T. Cole trying to be the cleanup man. Trying to straighten everything out. Oh shit, that's probably what she need. She don't need to be sitting around worried about no sauce. Cause that shit is crazy, man. I don't understand how the fuck you do that shit with a straight face and act like nobody was gonna say nothing about that, Lex. Mr. Awesome, Chief Awesome Sauce. Shane TV is asking you the question. Why did you steal that damn woman's credit card, man? Why did you steal her money? And after she even made sure you had money to go home with, Lex, why you do some shit like that, man? We're gonna need you to answer that question, Sauce. We're gonna need to know what happened. We're gonna know how much of the money is actually left, Sauce. Do you, Anuket, do you mind telling? Well, I don't know if you want to tell how much he. Do you mind telling how much he took from you? We like to have an accurate number when we ask him, because we don't want him to be able to wiggle his way out of it and say he didn't take anything. Because I definitely want to know. 475. Whoa! Yo. I'm going to read this comment. She says, Lex, that you stole $475 after she gave you 3 racks, yo. Now, somebody handed you 3 racks, G, and telling you, look, this ain't gonna work, man, but here's 3 grand. Yo. Yo, Lex, man. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless right now, yo. It's 2 things. The fact that I'm trying to twist this blunt in this car, which I'm successfully doing, and carrying on a stream. Shame. But the fact that this sister gave you 3, Anuket, I'm not even going to ask no more about no personal or nothing like that. Money is all that. But all I'm going to say is this. That's a significant amount of money to give somebody just to make sure that you okay, Lex. Because at the end of the day, she could have just told you to get the fuck out. Like a lot of brothers who end up moving in with sisters and she ain't feeling you no more, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just got to get out. I seen one of them shits the other day. You could always tell, because it's always the dude's brother or his best friend or some shit like that pulling up with a truck, and he just starts bringing all his shit outside quickly. Yeah. Uh-oh. You heard her. You better leave her alone, Wax. You better leave her alone, Wax. I know exactly, yo. Yeah, 3,000 ain't gonna kill nobody, but at the same time, it's the point, nigga, that first off, I mean, 475 ain't gonna kill nobody. It's the point that, yo, why would you steal my bread, G? After I just gave you bread, not to mention, my nigga, not to fucking mention, dog. Not to mention the measly amount compared to what I gave you. Shit is sad, yo. That's why I said, Lex, that is a direct weirdo junkie move. Now, awesome sauce, I ain't calling you a weird junkie, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man, that's a weirdo junkie move right there. That's a weirdo junkie move. So I hope, man, nigga calls. I hope, man, that you have some sort of reply, apology. Did he apologize to you for it? Because I'd like to know, did he apologize? Because that's key. I'm going to have to charge my phone in a second. Yo, we've been on 2 fucking hours. Wow. Wow. He couldn't even apologize. Damn, Lex. And Lex, you done ran through that 3 G's. Shit, you had to run through that just finding somewhere to live in New York. Why you getting late to this? This is crazy, man. Chief Awesome Sauce himself, Lex Vortex. We have in the chat tonight the sister Anuket, that Lex Vortex, who she was a moderator of Lex's, and they struck up a little romance or whatever. So she ended up having Lex come with her and her son, come stay with her. And apparently Lex was not being too stepfatherly, and the situation just didn't work out for whatever it is, the case may be. And she was ready to basically set the brother up with a website and all this stuff. But Lex went out there and he was a little too awesome. He was a little too awesome out there, and she couldn't deal with the 100% awesome sauce, apparently. And she was like, you know what, this is not gonna work. So the sister, right, exactly. The sister was like, yo, it's over, you know what I'm saying? But actually was a fucking real soldier, a real trooper, and said, look, brother, I'm not even gonna send you back empty-handed, because you did come out here basically with me, because that's what it sounds like. And sent you back so that you at least be okay, nigga. Like, you at least put last month rent down somewhere and turn the lights on somewhere. The rest is up to you. Yeah, he definitely gonna miss her. He missing her right now. I guarantee you, Anuket, I guarantee you that Lex is begging for another chance. I guarantee you he'll act right this time. But you can't even give him no chance now, because he done showed who he really is. If you let that nigga back in your house, he gonna steal everything you have if he can. Damn, Lex. Well, I appreciate you coming over and telling your story. I hope you stay in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about the way we got started off, but Like the way you were coming at me, like I said, I don't do those things on YouTube when I know personally that I don't have any animosity towards anybody, and they come at me with seemingly, you know, animosity. I'm like, come on, G, like I don't even have time for that energy, yo. And then that Roosevelt person with him behind you, or you know what you was dealing with him, I already knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? I don't do Roosevelt no way, shape, form, and fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas a guaranteed bona fide penitentiary fruit, which means he was getting bent over in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't deal with niggas like him at all, yo. Opportunists, wannabe celebrity ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Taking shits with no toilet paper ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I see why you shitty. Certain niggas be taking shits with no toilet paper, yo. They take shits with no toilet paper. That's crazy. Nah, sister, you wrong about that one. That nigga wants you. Trust me. Trust me, he feeling that shit. I guarantee you, Anu Cat, right now, he thinking about some of your good qualities. A lot of the good qualities you probably have, he's thinking about them shits right now. I promise you. I don't care that bravado and acting like we don't care. That shit is just what I just said. It's an act. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas really don't care. But a nigga like him and what you were doing for him, ain't nobody else doing that for him. Ain't nobody. I ain't even talking about the financial part. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the believing in his goals and helping him accomplish them. That's that part. Ain't nobody doing that shit for him. You better know when you go to sleep at night, you better know that that nigga thinking about you. And if you should ever to call him and act like you was gonna rekindle something, he gonna jump all over that shit like awesome sauce. That nigga Wax selling me whole 1,500. Shit, Anuket, if you don't mind investing, you could go to the links in the homepage and visit Shame TV shirts, Derek Jones tees. Somebody bought something the other day. I appreciate it. It was I think it was an Alien at Heart t-shirt. Appreciate the love, people. Whoever that was that purchased it. Appreciate the love. And you will be getting your shirt. That's how we roll over here. We don't do team fuckery. But man, I appreciate everybody that's coming out tonight, man. Anuket, for real, seriously, all jokes aside, I appreciate you coming out. And I'm glad that we could actually chop it up so there'd be no animosity between us from any point and from this point longer. You know what I'm saying? If I see your page, I'll definitely unblock it. You know what I'm saying? Or just come as you are. You know what I'm saying? I'll still know who you are. So, like, also like awesome sauce, man. You can't even apologize, Lex. We demand at least an apology, man. And if we can't get an apology, Lex, you're gonna have to show where she's lying. So if you don't apologize, it should be easy for you to show where she's telling a whole lie and making all this up. And if you can't do that, then at the very least, show the woman deserves an apology. Take it easy. Like, come on, man. SANETER. You better fucking start raising money for all the people you've been hustling, bitch. Your stupid fuck ass been running around here raising money for give yourself an award show for hustling people's shit after they begged you not to. It's a fucking slimy ass nigga for that shit. Ain't nobody forgot, and you gonna realize I ain't forgot. I could take more than 66 steps. Michael Edwards, once again, grow some balls. Boyce Watkins, once again, why the fuck did Charles Wu say you a pitch man for a company that sells black people hope? I need that, man. We needs to know this. Pharaoh, where the fuck you at? You little Tybo hoe, running around doing world kicks on little skinny niggas who ain't ever fought before. Get your little Tybo hoe ass out here and let us know what happened with that goddamn logo, bitch. Tybo ain't gonna save you. You see that little Tybo hoe spin kicking in the goddamn phantom weight division. 98 pounds and under. That nigga's a phantom weight. Yo, I swear to God, yo, I got my niece beating some of these niggas' asses. Real talk, nigga. On dogs. Like at a straight up rumble, I got her beating their ass. Yo, exactly, yo. This nigga riding around the Benz, nigga, and Ashwa Kwesi can't even get $3 grand towards all the money you done made and stole from this nigga. Shit is insane, yo. This is insane, yo. But SANETER, let me holler at you, man. We need to chop it up, yo. We really need to chop it up, bro. I'm gonna need to holler at you, my G, before I put some more of these videos out about your fam. It's about to get real ugly. I know you don't think that award show, sideshow, Bob ass show slowed anything down. It just fueled me even more to say that you actually raised money to put on a show for stealing people's information after they begged you not to and told you that you could come to them and set it up and buy. Nope, you stole their shit, amassed a following, and have people convinced that you were the ones who were actually bringing them this information. Really, SANETER? That's how you roll, man? As M'Baku said, we will not have it. Root. What up, Root? T. Cole said, did you get your car back? I keep hearing people say, Root, there's a Root challenge going on right now. Will Root use his status correction to get his car back? That's what we want to know, Root. Because you was talking cash shit the other day to me. Cash shit. And I said, like other people said, don't be talking shit to me. You need to talk shit to them cops you scared to drive around in the corner in your own neighborhood. But before we even talk about them, Root, you better not mention status correction out your fucking dirty little mouth until you fucking show us that you got your car back, because they cannot take your property, right? Because you are indeed a sovereign free national. So therefore, they should not be able to touch your property, Root, because their operation operate under color of law, which is uniform commercial codes. So, Root, since you showed us the picture with your corrected ass status, Next stream we see, you better have that car back, and you better be in that same car driving around that neighborhood, driving circles around the police precinct. Because you a Moroccan national and that's your land. But you ain't even a Moor. You just became a Moor 2 years ago. You was a deacon in the Baptist church. Root was leading the prayer tables in jail. If Kev and YP fight, I think Pharaoh will probably beat the shit out of Kev because Kev is scared. Kev is a scary looking nigga. Like he don't look like he got no rumble game. Like just look at him, and then imagine him beating someone up other than a woman. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, man. That Tybo hoe will go spider monkey on that nigga. Pharaoh, I call you a Tybo hoe because that shit wouldn't matter with me. I would crush you like a fucking fly. Wish you would kick me in my leg. Like that's gonna hurt. You need to kick yourself in the ass for stealing that goddamn logo, bitch. Who's gonna kick your ass for that? But I got that nigga beating Kev up. Kev's a pussy. That's why I said when I be saying shit to him, like right now in this stream, how I'm talking to him, I'll talk to him right now. You know that I know that you a fucking bitch ass nigga. Exactly. He knows. Yeah, we gonna do that at Pharaoh next fight. We all going and we gonna be saying SOS, SOS. And his girlfriend, Cole, he a girl fighter. That nigga Kev is definitely a girl fighter. See the dust fly off his good pants. Those are his best pants. I ain't never seen that nigga feet, sneakers or nothing. Never seen him walking nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We just seen him driving in that car in his girlfriend's car the other day. He was smiling at the camera. I'm driving, y'all. I'm driving. If you don't believe me, go watch this shit, yo. The nigga was, because I used some of it in my video. Yo, this nigga was like super psyched to be in that car. Like, Shorty finally let him get the keys and not be in the car with him. So he was driving by himself for the first time. That nigga was amped. Yo, I gotta get ready to get off, man. My phone is about to die. Shame TV East Watch. SANETER, don't make me do this shit to you. Because I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna show more of your Balchinian Thanos chin. We're gonna show what family members of yours who have inherited this Balchinian Thanos curse. Yeah, it's gonna get real ugly, man. I swear. Shame TV Uncut. The new Shame TV. Unfucking cut. Peace. I'm gonna show you.